Walking Kauri. I tell you, I'm too old for this shit. Too old for this shit. Walking Kauri. Okay team, so this slab, this piece of swamp Kauri has come off a very large piece, and I split it down the middle, cut it into basically quarters, just so I'm not having to, plane such a big area. And hopefully I'm going to be able to plane this down, get it to around 60 mil of workable timber, or useful timber I should say, because at the moment it's a little bit bent. No, it's ridiculously bent. Now what I really like about this particular piece of wood, the other side is really cool, but I like this really rough, manky stuff on the side. The flip side has this beautiful little bay part in there, which I really like, but this end has its own unique character with this really twisted up bits of rugged material. So I'm going to be in two minds of what side I'll use. Rightio, so just going to clean up this piece, give it a sand down, quick sand down. I mean, sanding, you don't really need to be too fussy sanding these pieces really. Once it comes out of the mold, the whole top's going to be planed back again anyway. But yeah, I just like it to look good when it goes into the mold, and just shows off the beautiful character of the timber. Rightio, so just about to cut this to size, shape it, and then another piece ready for the puzzle. Okay team, so this is one of the slabs for the gemstone table. This is actually a kitchen island. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come through and scallop and shape this edge, and that's going to give us a really nice channel for where I'm going to lay all the crystals and the voice activated lighting system. What I'll end up doing is on this underside, I'm going to route a channel through here, either side, on each piece of timber, and that's where my light strip will sit once all of this has been epoxied. Now, the key thing here guys is you never, don't do what the Americans do, put the lights directly into the resin. Two things, one, it's going to overheat, yeah? And then once your light strip blows, you're buggered. After you've moulded your slab, router your edge, insert your light coming this way. Don't have your lights directly under, especially if you've got colour in the resin, or it's very ghostly or translucent, because the last thing you want to see is dot. Looks like doll's balls, it looks Kauri. So always bear that in mind when you're doing these sorts of jobs. So I'm just gonna don the mask, crank up the music, and get dusty and dirty. I'm just going to give it a good waxing and then mix up, we'll start off with about 3 litres of resin. I mostly used knot-hole resin to start with, and we'll seal coat our stunning swan Kauri, which is going to go into this behemoth kitchen island. Now this is just another custom Kauri table that I'm making down here in Christchurch, and I believe I was the first one to start making custom Kauri tables down here, and then since then another couple of people have got on board and they're starting to make their own stuff, which is really good to see, because there's lots of work out there, and it's all good seeing what other people are starting to produce. Just give this a real good wax up. Once it's all fully waxed, I'm going to seal coat the bottom of my slabs first, and then get them dropped into the mould. We'll just rubber up. Very important to use our rubbers. Rightio. Knot-hole resin. So, like always, when you mix your resin, always put your part B, your hardener, in first. Now, best measure out your stuff. I'm very confident I can just pour it in, and we'll be good to go. So I'm not going to bother laying anything here. Now, a lot of people use the electric mixers, and you can do that. It's individual choice. Personally, I don't like them. I just like to use a board stack and mix my resin nice and slowly. But there's nothing wrong with using the blender scenario, as long as your resin's really nice and thin. If it's too thick, too cold, all you're going to do is aerate the resin. Now, even though my slab is already resined, I am going to apply another coat of the bottom. So when I pop it into the mould, it's really going to set down nice and tight. So I'm not worried about a bit of excess going in there. That's all good stuff. This has already been pre-sealed before. When I did this piece a while back. So we're just putting another coat over it, just to bed it down. Yep. Buttery. Mind you guys, this is the underside, just so you're all aware of that. Now, from showing this number 3. Yes, there it goes there. Yes. Just splash a bit of resin on here. Beautiful timber, oh my god, so stunning. You just can't beat the old swamp carriage, right? Oh yeah. And just watch this, all come to life. When I apply this. Now it's in here, oh my god, so dark, so nice, so much colour and characteristics, absolutely stunning. Now I don't worry too much about sealing the sides from timber. I like my deep pour to get a really good deep penetration. So if we seal the sides now, we're not going to get that real deep penetration. So I just seal where I have to, make sure the top's got a good cover top and bottom. I know I'm not going to have any issues. It's done. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. This is carbonated swamp Kauri, between 50 and 60,000 years old. We got the carbonates done from where this timber came from, and it's just the best of the best. I'll pour here for resin-wood tables, resin-wood.com, also known as Custom Kauri Christchurch, because we are the leaders, brother, in making amazing swamp Kauri tables, and we've been doing this for a very long time now. A couple of new kids have come on the block of pretty photos and stuff, but at the end of the day, if you want the most bespoke, most stunning swamp Kauri tables, make sure you come through to resin-wood.com, resinzwood.com. Okay team, so this is the Gemstone table, and I've got my lovely assistant Tanya with me today, and Tanya is just about to mix up our locally made ocean cast epoxy. This is not ocean cast 100, this is the stuff that we made down here in Christchurch. And so we're going to mix up about 6 litres of this to start with, and just pour a 15mm base layer into the Gemstone table, and then we'll come back in a couple of days and start putting in the gemstones. Yeah, that's enough. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to put a colour in there. And the only reason I'm putting colour in is just for a guide for when I come to do my lighting system, that I know that when I start to get down through that colour layer, that all the crystals are sitting on top. So it's just for an indicator. Pour the whole lot into there. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And just give that a quick whirl up.
Oh, that's cool.
Give it a good whirl up. Rightio. And there looks pretty cool.
What if I get on the wood?
Oh yeah, get on the wood, you get on the wood. Oh. Yeah, just pour it in, mate. What, just keep pouring in the same place. Keep going, go hard. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just see how it goes.
Slowly?
Yeah, just pour it all out. It's all good. We're going to dilute it down when we do the next batch. Just pour it all in. Awesome, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mix up another 6. Oh, that's very nasty of you, Tony. That's right, you did, mate. Dutch oven in the resin room, guys. Are you giving me a Dutch oven in the resin room?
Moved around that side.
Hey. Okay, team, so this is Tanya, and Tanya is mixing up. What are you mixing up there, Tanya?
I'm mixing up A and B ocean cast.
Ocean cast epoxy. Now, generally this takes 72 hours to go off. We've already put in 12 litres, I think it is. Yeah, 2 lots, 12 litres. And we are going for another 6. This time I think we'll put a little bit of colour in this one this time as well, just so that, you know, when I come to plane off the bottom, I know where my colour layer is. We are aiming for around that 15 to 20 millimetre deep mark, and then once this is cured in a couple of days time, Tony's going to help me hopefully if I can bribe her, she'll help me put in some crystals and that sort of thing, and then we'll do another deep cast of about 50 to 60 litres of resin, bring us up close to 100, and then this darling will be curing in the resin room for about 3 days, possibly 4. I'll most likely turn the heat up in the resin room to about 35 or 40 Celsius, and just try to get it to cure up really nice and fast. Once it's all fully cured, it will come out of the mould, and then we'll plane off the top, do all the sanding and detailing, flip it over, do our shaping on the edges around the base of this stunning piece, and then possibly give it another flood coat across the bottom. Once it's back in its upright position, bore nose the top edge and do our final flood coat over the top, and then we'll bake it in the room for about 50 to 60 degrees Celsius for 3 days before its journey to its new home. Yeah, all of that. I think. Yeah, keep going.
Well, in that part.
Oh yeah, pour the rest in there.
So, even?
Yeah, just pour it. Really hope this fucking mold's not there. Okay, you can just give both of those a bit of a whirl around. Just yeah, like start to push it and flow it down through here. Okay, first up I'm just going to mix up 6 litres of ocean cast depot, and then once we've got that mixed, put a bedding coat in there, and then start loading up with our gemstones. Okay team, so we're away now, just about to put a base coat of resin in the bottom, so it comes in contact with the bottom of my crystals. Just gonna pour some deep cast down through there. Oh yeah. Rightio. Now that we've got some new cast in, it's time to start loading up. Okay team, so I'm just about to mix up 6 litres deep cast resin, and more through here. And then once that's done, just going to go over it and place in a whole lot of smaller gemstones just in a few places around. Resin room's currently sitting about 28 degrees. 28 degrees. Yep, sitting being on 28. So as always, we always put in part B first. As you can see, look how, wow, she is so thin because the resin's so hot. Put part B in so it's lining the sides of our container. And then part A. That assures that all of part A comes into contact with part B. Now a lot of people don't preheat their resin, and that's a big mistake really. So you want to have your resin at room temperature. This is slightly over, you know, what I would class as a normal room temperature, but bit of slightly over, slightly under, I say. Beautiful. If you recall, when I did my base layer with white, and I can still see lots of patches of white there. I don't want to go too close to my outside edge here. Just top this row up first. There you go. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll go on gas. I'm happy with that. Okay team, so we've just applied the final flood coat over the table. And she's looking good. Currently the room's sitting on 28 Celsius, just the way I like it, nice and toasty. All of this will have fibre optics and backlighting from underneath. This is resin-wood, resinwood.com. Makers of custom Kauri furniture, Christchurch, New Zealand. Oh yeah.